Hi everybody, my name is Vanessa Daza. I'm from Caracas, Venezuela, and I live in Green Acres, Florida. Well, actually Lake Worth, Florida. This is my puppy Lilu. Say hi. Say hi. Look. Oh, okay, she doesn't want to say hi. Well, that's her giving me kisses. No, Lilu, mommy's talking. Okay, so basically, I teach Reggio Emilia education in this beautiful school in Lake Worth. Reggio Emilia is a beautiful educational program for children because it teaches the children how to appreciate nature and how to use nature items to make their art. And part of me taking this class is because I want to expand my knowledge in art. Also, I'm a musician. I used to play in a band in Miami called Radio Boxer, which was a lot of fun. and and basically, I mean, the whole idea of taking this class is just to expand my my education and see in what ways I can help my children to explore their multiple intelligences, because I truly believe that every child is different and unique. So you cannot teach a child just like, like everybody else. Everybody's different. It's like me. I don't want you to treat me the same because I'm different. I'm a different kind of teacher. And I think my kids actually uh, they like that, because I try to use also conscious discipline. That's another program that I teach, which is absolutely great. And so far, what I want to learn this semester through the readings that we were doing, it's basically, let's see, let me look for it. I have it here. I have it highlighted what I'm going to work on myself. Everybody has to work on themselves. Okay, so the first thing that caught my mind is that, I'm a very, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so something that I want to work with the habits of the mind. It's managing impulsivity. Impulsivity. Yes, that's really hard for me because I'm a very impulsive person. So I don't think before I act. I would like to do that, so I would like to work on that and see, kind of like have like a clear vision of what I want to do, my goal. Sometimes when I'm in front of a test or in front of a reading, I think about my time because, I'm teaching full time. I come back home. I'm here with my fiance. By the way, I'm getting married in May, so I'm very excited. Yeah. So it's hard for me to actually like sit down. I'm like, okay, tell me how I have to do and blah, 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 So, what I'm trying to do with this semester is just try to manage that impulsivity and try to have my time to work on my classes. Even though I get good grades, I want to get the full thing out of it, of every single class, of every single reading. So, for example, when it says here, sometimes people like me, we shut out the answer. We start working without fully understanding the directions, and we have this like lack of organized plan of a strategy. So I need to work on that and be less impulsive and less energetic, and kind of like say, okay, you know what, this is very important for me, so I'm going to stop, take a deep breath, and relax, and use one of my conscious discipline techniques, right? And by the way, if you're a teacher, I suggest to go to Conscious Discipline online. It's one of the best programs I ever taught for self-regulation for children's behavior. The other one is that, it's funny how nowadays we pretend to hear people and listen to people, but we don't, because we think too much about what we think about our culture, about what we think about a subject. And I started to change that a lot, especially when I'm watching the news. I'm a big fan of NPR, National Public Radio. And right now on my Twitter account, I follow NPR, I follow CNN, I follow Fox, I follow different media outlets. So I'm able to kind of like hear more from the other side and not go on this side, kind of like stop this social media outlets of telling me what I need to listen, and just kind of like listen to each part. So highly effective people spend an inordinate amount of time and energy listening. So that's a talent. Being able to listen one person and being able to kind of like paraphrase what that person said. That's kind of hard for me. So I'm going to start being a great listener, especially because my fiance says that I'm not sometimes a good listener. But hey, I tell him I speak Spanish, as you can see. So for me, I have to think what you're telling me. So hey, give me a break. But hey, we love each other. So and this is the thing, when you start listening, you start hearing different perspectives, and you stop being egocentric about what you think. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to like open my mind, say, okay, so this is what I believe, but you know what? I should open my mind and push that and hear the other side. So I'm trying to do that with my social media, as I said, but I'm gonna start doing that with my readings. Something else I would like to work on is, where is it? Oh, I think I skipped one. Let's see. So being an effective listener, we talk about managing impulsivity, and there was one more. Where did I put it? Persistent. No, I'm very persistent. I like to be persistent. Let's see. Okay, thinking flexibly. So one of my favorite mentors in life is Bruce Lee. And Bruce Lee said that in order for you to change in life, you need to be like water, because water crashes, water flows, water goes around, and you have to be like water. I want to be like water, because when you do that, you start changing your mind and you become more flexible in the way you think. So it's like what it says in the reading, it's plasticity. It's the ability to rewire and change and even repair itself to become smarter. And it says something that I really like. It says flexible people are the ones with the most control. They have the capacity to change their minds as they receive additional data. They engage in multiple and simultaneous outcomes and activities, draw upon a repertoire of problem-solving strategies, and they can practice flexibility. It's more like critical thinking. Like, I really want to work on that, and that's something that through my readings I'm going to becoming better and better. And it's like this poem that I always use. That I always use for every time I start a semester and I write a paper. I always put this quote from Aldous Huxley in his book The Art of Seeing, and he says, the more you know, the more you see, the more you know. So I'm open to learn. I'm here to learn. I'm here to open my mind. I'm here to leave all my beliefs aside and listen to others and be less egocentric in the way I think and the way I act. And I'm here to learn. So I hope everybody has a wonderful semester. And if you ever need something, you can send me a message. And thank you for everything. And good night.